Hello there, and welcome back to Friend Donkey Wrestling.
War Games!
War Games! It's NXT Battle Sky!
I was going to say Battleo.
Battleo! Battle Sky sounds better.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. But it's Battlegrounds.
I'll tell you what's up, Jose.
Thank you.
Smooth transition.
Yeah.
It is War Games, like you say. It's going to be a hell of a pay-per-view.
Yeah, and it could be the settling of the Supremacy. Obviously, throughout the season, we've been having Supremacy matches at pay-per-views. Every match tonight, Supremacy match.
That is the gimmick among many other gimmicks here this evening. And we're kicking things off with the first War Games match, the men's War Games match.
Yep.
3 on
All
3.
to play for. Currently in the Supremacy standings, it's 4-2 to us. So,
Advantage FDW.
yes. Not in this match, though, it has to be said.
Yeah.
Missed it on the go-home show. Ricochet took on Kevin Owens, and Kevin Owens came out on top.
Well, we revealed Ricochet as our third man to join Seth and Trick Williams, but we beat him up big style. But Kevin Owens just was having none of it. Just put Ricochet in his place, which I think was a bit of an upset.
Yeah, sort of stood there and went, and?
Yeah. So War Games rules, 2 men start, another man from one team enters, in this case will be the NXT team, and then one of our team enters, then the NXT team, then one of our team, until it's 3 on 3, and then it's War Games, and then it's anything goes.
First pinfall wins.
Pinfall or submission.
Or submission, yep. Escaping the cage is obviously a penalty or disqualification.
I think you can escape the cage, but it's got to be pinfall or submission. Why would you escape the cage and just leave your team down a man? Because the match will continue.
Very true. Looking like Seth Rollins is
just in case you didn't know, War Games is 2 rings.
Yeah.
We forgot the main thing.
Because 1 ring isn't enough. Seth Rollins going to kick things off FDW. Good choice, I think. Good choice.
Well, he's made his way down to the ring first.
The other members you can see there in the cage.
Yep. And it appears, having decided who to start things off backstage, NXT have deployed Wolfgang. Now, Wolfgang and Seth Rollins have gone a bit back and forth.
Yep.
In the lead up to tonight.
You've got to think that probably played a part in who got chosen by NXT here. Obviously, we're putting our best foot forward, it would appear. And NXT perhaps, hopefully, clouded by rage. Making a mistake, maybe, leading with Wolfgang.
Some individual scores that need settling here, to say the least.
In the background, Trick and Ricochet looking on.
Ricochet.
Seth Rollins, obviously, it's going to be a while before he sees a friend.
But we know Seth has got the stamina. We know he can go the distance. Giggity.
You've seen his matches against Sheamus and others. He is a hell of a competitor who takes a hell of a beating and keeps on kicking.
Kicking things off against Wolfgang inside the War Game structure.
Take nothing away from Wolfgang. He is the NXT tag champ. One half of.
Yep.
The other half, Bad Bunny, is up there in the cage next to Kevin Owens.
I mean, interesting strategy from NXT as well. I think if I were in NXT's position, I'd be doing the same thing. Send the tag champions into the big tag match.
It makes sense.
As Seth already deploys the Phoenix Splash.
Beautifully done.
Having absolutely none of it, sending himself into the stratosphere.
It definitely makes sense to have your tag team go in first. They're the most equipped to work together. I mean, we're guessing here because I don't know if Bad Bunny's going to be coming in next, but it would seem
going to be one
logical.
of them. Do know they've got the advantage.
We're going to find out.
We also know how no-nonsense Kevin Owens is. So either way, Seth is going to have to have his head on a swivel.
Yes.
In comes Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny going to make his way to the ring. Seth looking in charge at the moment. That could possibly change. He misses the drop kick in there.
Bad Bunny just
This is
immediately
where the
bringing
struggle.
into it. I think I need to have a word with the branding team, as it does say we're at Survivor Series. That was last week.
Yes, yeah. This is.
They've not changed the banners. We are at Battleground.
But they've only got one extra long apron for the 2 rings.
Yeah. Need to have a word with marketing on that one.
Yes, without a doubt.
The crowd's still the same as well.
Yeah.
Definitely with a big arm drag there.
Wolf Bunny look to double team Seth here.
Gady.
And this is the downfall for not winning the advantage match. Obviously, it's going to be hard for our team. They're always going to be fighting the uphill struggle.
Wolfgang still putting an absolute shift in. But Bad Bunny's just the difference maker at the moment, as Seth can't get a breather.
Nope.
Dropping his face into the mat there.
But he's only got 10 seconds left before he gets them back up. Now,
Who's it going to be?
if I was them, I would have put maybe Ricochet.
Yeah?
But it's...
Down comes Trick Williams.
Trick Williams. I mean, equally good.
Oh, but Trick Williams automatically looking to even the odds. Bringing the chair into the ring.
Doing some shopping. Maybe he should hurry up and get to Seth. But Seth fighting off the tag champs.
And just
Not done.
loading the ring up with stuff.
Get in the ring, Trick.
And making his way in. As he's brought some goodies.
And
then just forgets about them.
Well, getting over to Seth to try and even the odds as quick as he can.
Yeah, they might need some weapons to get some bit of damage back on them as Seth takes a much needed breather. I think Trick Williams is looking to get a measure of revenge on Bad Bunny after interfering in his match last week.
Oh,
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny with a spinning DDT. Seth Rollins now. Bouncing Bunny off the corner, and then this tag team, Wolf Bunny, looking to divide and conquer quite well.
Well, they are the NXT Tag Team Champions. They do have that unity, it would appear, as Wolfgang just dumps Trick Williams into the other ring, and it is seek and destroy.
That's a bit worried from Kevin Owens in, and unfortunately that is happening now.
In comes the third man. As it looks like Wolfgang is busted open.
Trick looking to take out Wolfgang quickly before Kevin Owens gets in. And Kevin wasting very little time entering this ring.
Well, from what we've seen of Kevin Owens so far, we know he's a man of little words and many actions.
Yep. One action, fight.
Yep. Trick grabbing a chair, and he's going to need it here as the equaliser, taking it straight to Owens.
I mean, that's
and then to Wolfgang.
Try and take out the fresh man as much as you can.
Keep yourself armed in a 2-on-1 situation there in the left-hand ring. Meanwhile, Seth and Buddy going at it on the right.
Duking it out. There's that cut on Wolfgang's face.
Dumped into the mat. And the weapons game has backfired massively on the Cruiserweight champion.
He is just ganged up on by Kevin and Wolfgang.
Wolfgang looks to head to the top of the cage. Is he going to be doing something outrageous? I believe he is.
Chances are good.
Massive splash from orbit.
I hate to say it, but NXT looking strong here.
This could be the advantage they need in the supremacy. But here comes the one and only.
Ricochet, this will kick things off. The match will begin as soon as Ricochet enters.
Getting some tools for the job, and there's nothing a table wouldn't ever fix.
Nope. As Wolfgang and Trick seem to fight.
Sledgehammer shot there from Wolfgang.
We are in trouble here.
Seth needs some backup as Ricochet bringing weapons in when he should be helping the team.
Seth has been through it for sure. The cage is closed and we are off.
War Games begins.
Yep. Ricochet needs to really make a statement here.
He targets Wolfgang, the bleeding man. Seth and Kevin Owens. There is a scrap going on in the right-hand ring as Seth looks for a potential curb stomp. We hit it, but we missed it.
Yeah, too busy watching a sidewalk slam.
Seth getting him in for another one. There it is, for good measure.
Wants to get the cover.
Well, all 3 NXT members are down.
We could be looking at a comeback sling blade.
Seth climbing to the top rope, looking for the elbow drop and missing.
It's not the time. He should have gone for the cover after the stomp.
Wolfgang with a massive senton there to Trick Williams. Bad Bunny.
Too much. Kevin's dropping the elbow. And NXT staying focused.
But Trick Williams dumping Bad Bunny onto his back.
Rollins delivered to Seth Rollins.
Rollins dazed as Trick Williams introduces a table into the mix.
Tries to throw a table over there. Possibly
Owens hooked to the leg.
Covers. Ricochet, get over there. Oh, Seth.
Kick out from Seth. You're right there, Jose.
It's stressful.
This is for the advantage. This is for honor.
This is just the supremacy. We need to prove we're the #1. And so far we're struggling in this match. The advantage is definitely helping out NXT. As Kevin drops a huge DDT top rope.
And then gets Ricochet up into the electric chair position and straight back down. Owens putting on an absolute clinic.
Going for the
Bad
cover.
Bunny heading to the top.
Ricochet
with a kick out. Massive splash from Bunny. Just about connects.
Kevin Owens doing his best to take on Ricochet and Seth Rollins. It's a trick. Oh, it's a 2-on-1.
That could be the difference maker as Kevin Owens looks for a package pile driver or suplex. Never seen that before.
I don't know what to call that. A package suplex?
Hook to the leg on Trick Williams. And Team NXT have got it.
The advantage just proving too much for our men to overcome.
Trick Williams isolated by the NXT Tag Champs. Kevin Owens fighting off the united force of Seth Rollins and Ricochet. I've got to think those are the 2 main reasons we lost that match, along with the advantage.
Perhaps Seth not capitalising after the curb stomp, but...
A bloodied Wolfgang standing victorious.
Hell of a match. Shame about the ending.
Great kickoff to Battleground.
Yeah. Absolutely, and it brings NXT up to 4-3 to us. Still.
To us, yes, in the Supremacy match. But now with the branding back on where it should be, Battleground continues.
This is a match I'm looking forward to. The Fiend versus the Phenom.
A match I didn't think we'd see in FDW/NXT, if I'm honest with you, but here we are.
A match that can, well, it's going to take a while to get into this match.
It's going to make or break someone, isn't it? Well, the Undertaker making his way down to the ring.
Looking imposing as always.
We know he's still got it. We saw him in action against Grayson Waller on NXT a couple of episodes ago.
We're yet to see the Fiend in action.
We've seen Bray. We've seen Bray victorious.
He's won a few, has Bray, against the likes of Braun Strowman
and Apollo Crews.
Other such, but we haven't seen the Fiend.
Well, the Undertaker has rattled the cage of Bray Wyatt, and what has he unleashed?
This could be a match for the ages.
I mean, the crowd have already had a match for the ages this evening.
We aim to please.
As there is the head of Bray Wyatt.
Creepy.
And there is his inner demon.
The Fiend Bray Wyatt.
Wish you could hear the entrance music. It's one of the most badass themes ever.
The Undertaker has awoken something that perhaps he didn't want to.
No.
Perhaps he did.
Problem is, though, that he's awoken it. And after tonight, we're going to have to deal with it. As the Fiend is a part of Bray Wyatt's psyche, and Bray Wyatt is a FDW contracted performer.
That is true. And, well, unless Undertaker can put the Fiend back where he found it.
Put the bunny back in the box.
Fiend unloading on the Undertaker. Unusual that you see someone take it to the Undertaker like this.
And the word taker's now lost all meaning.
Yep. Take it to the Taker.
Take it to the bridge. Dirty Fiend.
I see you walking with Wyatt's head.
Come here, Bray, don't have me go. Another Wyatt family, don't have me go. Oh, that's something else you weren't expecting. Sexy back themed.
Undertaker now unloading on the Fiend. Back and forth in the early goings of this match.
As it was always going to be, I believe.
Yep. Yeah, Bray Wyatt is...
Big dive from the Undertaker.
Bray Wyatt's an unpredictable fighter, but the Fiend is something else.
Well, I think the Fiend just speaks natures. It speaks wonders to the unpredictable nature of Bray Wyatt.
That it does. The Undertaker, no stranger to
the occult,
the weird and wonderful people, the creatures of the night.
You join us here at Parts Unknown for this match.
Yep. Undertaker has obviously fought on some of the strangest characters in existence. Mankind, Kane,
Batista.
Just be it. What's that?
Batista.
Batista, yeah.
Shawn Michaels.
Well, I was thinking more, the strange and mythical creatures.
Giant Gonzalez.
Oh yeah.
Yokozuna.
Ah, Yoko. Vader.
Chronic. Undertaker getting him up for a potential last ride.
For the last ride, looking to end this one.
Cheers, ref. Right, great view of your crack. The Fiend kicking
kicks out.
And immediately back up.
And taking it to Taker. Oh, heavy clothesline.
Bringing straight down to the mat.
Bouncing Taker's head off the mat.
And just battering him down as we can hear someone has stolen Undertaker's motorbike in the background.
Yeah, I apologise.
Quick, Taker, they've stolen your ride!
Yeah.
It's just the the FDW boys. They're just pissing about Undertaker's Harley backstage.
Yeah.
Fiend getting
with a
down
2 count
with
there.
2 count, and this really is anyone's match. Too close to call.
Yep. Back and forth it goes.
The big smack to the back there as both men roll out looking for a bit of a breather. But one man seems less dazed and confused, and that's the Fiend.
Stalking Taker around the outside.
Getting him up for potential Sister Abigail, but into a big suplex.
Beautifully done.
Unnatural power of the Fiend.
To lift a man of that height as well.
Yeah. Supernatural abilities as Taker back to his feet.
Tosses the Fiend back in the ring.
Collar and elbow tie up now. As they are grappling.
Really going at one another.
Taker throwing the Fiend to the ropes using any advantage possible.
Surely not. No.
Only a 1 count.
Simple one. Oh, and a strong right hand.
Massive strikes from the Undertaker. For many reasons he's well known. manhandling the Fiend into position and launching him into the ring, the post.
But the Fiend fighting back yet again.
Taker with those big fists, just swinging at the Fiend.
This really is anyone's match at this point.
As the Fiend counters and breaks out. Can he get momentum back on his side? As he locks in the mandible claw, just caught the Undertaker off guard. And a rope break there. And you've got to think those long arms of the Undertaker have just saved him. The Fiend thinking about Sister Abigail, it looks like, but Taker countered it into a choke slam. Hooked to the leg from the Undertaker. And a kick out from the Fiend.
Unstoppable as the Fiend.
The straps coming down from the Undertaker as that signals potentially the end. Taunting.
Looking to put the Fiend away.
And this could be the exclamation point as Taker with a tombstone pile driver.
I think that's rope break.
Folded over, and a rope break from the Fiend this time saves him.
Unusual mistake by Taker there.
From both men, as Taker thinks about going to the high rent district, the Fiend,
elbow drop.
With it scouted, clearly watching his match with Grayson Waller very carefully as a massive heel punch.
Goes for the pin.
A 2 count from the Fiend.
This is an absolute classic.
Back and forth. Big headbutt there from the Fiend.
Just, running out of things to say about this.
Wrenching on the leg there of the Undertaker, looking to remove some of that power from the dead man.
Fiend definitely giving as good as he's got here tonight. Undertaker perhaps regretting waking up the Fiend right now.
You got to think both men could have won this. The ropes saving them both. As it needs to come to a good old-fashioned wrestling match. Taker scrambling to position as the Fiend choking him in the corner. You did this! You did this to me!
You awoken.
As the Fiend knows he's got to go to that place. That place being the top rope. Massive splash from Wyatt.
Could this be it? Center of the ring.
Taunting the Undertaker to get up for just one more time.
Going for a choke
but
slam.
Taker with it scouted as he thought about Sister Abigail. Taker thinking about the tombstone, but the Fiend with it scouted. Big boot from the Fiend.
This is back and forth.
We knew this was going to be a war. We knew this wasn't going to be pretty. And the senton from Wyatt to the outside.
Just the
Sister Abigail from Wyatt to the Undertaker.
But on the outside, he's got to get him back in the ring.
And you got to think Taker's dazed and confused after that. Can the Fiend get him back into the ring? Not without first a massive swing out backbreaker.
Fiend has to get him back in the ring to go for the cover.
As he calls for the end. Will the Undertaker be able to have any answer? Will the ref get in the way?
Fiend dropping an elbow to the back. Is this it?
Taunting
Sizing
Taker
up
to get
the
back
Taker
to
once
his
again.
feet.
Going
This
for
time,
another choke slam.
Taker with it scouted. Getting him up one more time.
This could be it. Tombstone
Straight onto his head from the Undertaker. Can he crawl into position?
Getting the arm over just.
And the Fiend with a kick out after
with the
a
shoulder up.
tombstone pile driver. What does the Undertaker have to do to stop this menace?
Fiend is fiendish.
Taken into the corner now. Taker thinks about a choke slam from the second rope. And he connects.
Be what it takes.
As the Fiend immediately straight back up. And he dumps the Undertaker to the top rope. And this is a war senton from Wyatt.
Running senton.
The Fiend heads to the top
looking
rope
to put
once
it away
again.
here.
Will this be?
Waiting for Taker to get up.
Taunting again. Double axe handle from the top rope. Taker just desperately rolling to the outside, looking for any breathing room that he can. Massive splash from Wyatt.
That intelligence.
30 years of experience.
All out the ring to get that space. Blood stains on the outside now.
Taker having the Fiend having none of it though, just slamming Taker's head into the mat.
These two are killing each other.
Blood has been drawn.
I mean,
the Undertaker wanted this. Sister Abigail to the outside.
Yet again on the outside. If the Fiend wants to put him away, he's got to get him in the ring.
At this point, I feel like the Fiend doesn't even care about the win. He just wants to inflict punishment on the dead man.
Mandible claw.
As he locks the mandible claw on the outside. And that could be it. Undertaker dead to rights on the outside.
The Fiend.
As the Fiend kisses him goodbye.
The Fiend not looking for a pinfall, just looking to
stake his claim as the new head of the Yard.
Yeah. That wasn't taking a count out win. That was putting the Undertaker down for 10.
That really was.
Unbelievable scenes here tonight as the Fiend
graced us with his presence.
I just forgot it was a supremacy match. That was such a good match.
What has the Undertaker unleashed? We've got to deal with this on FDW now.
I mean, the Undertaker has awoken a nightmare, essentially.
Well, from one nightmare to another. Bronson Reed in action against Sami Zayn, champion versus champion.
How do you follow that match?
I don't. I feel the crowd is stunned into submission.
He took every finisher the Undertaker had and left the Undertaker laying on his back, unable to respond.
Yeah, flat out. Well, as you quite rightly said, he put him down.
He did. And, I mean, in this instance, it's quite nice that he did that because it gives us an extra point in the supremacy matches.
Yes. But at what cost, Joe?
Yeah, at what cost?
We've unleashed a demon.
Will we ever see the Phenom again?
We've let loose the gates of hell. Anyway, from crazy zombies and dead men to some jovial ska music and Sami Zayn.
Yes. Sami Zayn, the NXT champion, looking to answer Bronson Reed's call to battle. In
what some might call a good old-fashioned supremacy match. One-on-one, champ versus champ. Who's got the biggest dick?
Something like that.
You won't find that on the marketing slogan.
No.
This Sunday, find out who has the biggest dick, Bronson or Zayn.
Sunday.
And we're not talking about One Direction. Penis. In a battle of pubes versus girth. The Taker Fiend match is taken out of me. I can't take this one seriously. We already know who's going to win. Mind you, that being said, Bronson, a rare chink in the armour. It must be said.
Up on FDW.
Yeah. He perhaps wasn't taking a certain Chaddington bear. I'm taking him seriously.
No, absolutely not. But I'm hoping he'll take Sami seriously here, because if we win this match,
we win the war.
I believe the supremacy is over.
Zion! The war is over! As immediately Bronson grabs Sami and Sami tries to run away.
The Fiend and versus the Phenom has broken me.
I think it's broken most people.
Yeah. The crowd looks stunned silent at the moment.
Yes, those translucent children, they're now opaque.
Yeah. Processing
Bronson.
what has happened as Bronson Reed looks to tee off on the champion. Now, Bronson has beat the NXT champion in the past in one of these matches, the likes of Tyler Bate.
Yeah.
Oh.
It has been agreed that this will be just a one-off affair, so no claim for titles, nothing like that. A pure one-on-one sportsman-like affair as Bronson throws himself to the outside.
As sportsman-like as we can get with Bronson Reed.
Yeah. He picked a fight on NXT. He's picking fights left, right, and centre. Can he deliver against the NXT champion?
Ooh, dropping him on his head on the outside there.
A very different champion, it must be said. We saw Sammy come out victorious against Otis on NXT a couple of weeks ago.
Yep, so he's got practice fighting the bigger men. Bronson and Otis share similar physical qualities.
They're big boys.
They certainly are. Sammy with a kick away. Bronson can't afford to take Sammy for granted here. He is a hell of a competitor, able to take a licking and keep kicking.
Nice.
I thought you'd like that one.
How long have you been working on that one?
I think it's a classic saying, but...
When have I heard that?
I don't know.
No,
I've heard it before.
Just makes me think of KFC. Oh, well, that's finger looking good.
Hey, the last match we had was finger looking good.
Yeah. So finger licking, the Fiend stuck his fingers in Undertaker's mouth and forced him to die.
Yeah, you know.
Lick my fingers!
How do you kill that which is already dead?
How do you kill that which has no life?
Bronson looking strong here. Taking it to Sami Zayn.
Yeah, we really shouldn't undersell our champion. He has just been a force of nature.
Yes, that he has. Rare slip-ups from Bronson. I mean, he lost the title to Sheamus, and that was about the only slip he's had.
But since then, he has just been on another level.
Yeah, tearing down opponent after opponent.
I mean, he broke up the Brawling Brutes.
Yep.
He's decimated everyone else put in his path.
He's dominated everyone. People we thought he had no chance against just crumbled before him.
He's beaten Bobby, Braun Strowman, Karrion Kross, Baron Corbin. Yeah. All the big men who thought they'd have a claim. They thought they were the bigger men. Nope.
Since coming to FDW, I mean, he came to FDW with one thing in mind, to be champion, and he has done just that.
Two-time FDW champion. Massive splash now to Sami Zayn.
Going for the cover, the narrow splash. Is it enough?
Thought that might have been it.
That was a slow count by the ref.
Yep.
Wasted a bit of time actually starting to count, but Bronson not going to...
Throwing his food around.
Yeah, not going to complain about the chance to inflict more punishment.
He does love the punishment, does old Bronson.
Stomping on that arm, perhaps looking to take out the possibility of the Koji clutch.
Sammy with the elbow reversal. They were Bronson down to the mat. Big swinging DDT off the second rope.
Can Sammy do it here?
Can he take one back to NXT? I certainly hope not, as we have the very best of the best of FDW. He sits atop the mountain.
He does.
Closely followed by Seth and Tegan, but Bronson is firmly atop the mountain.
This would be a bit of an annoyance for NXT to have this over us, having the stronger champion. Especially in what is a crucial match in the Supremacy.
They need to win this to stay in there, and perhaps that's going to give Sammy that little extra fight that he always seemed to pull out. As he drops a blue thunder bomb to Bronson Reed on the outside, that's a whole lot of man to throw around.
That certainly is. I mean, we saw the same against Otis on NXT. Sammy really getting this crowd going again.
Sammy almost going through his play-by-play book that he didn't notice against Bronson Reed. If anything, Sammy's had a practice match.
Yeah, Sammy got ready.
As he hits the haluva kick.
Out of nowhere, could this be
Bronson
it?
wasn't ready for it, thrown to the corner, and that's something he's never been caught out by before.
Sami Zayn!
And I am stunned.
Sami Zayn keeps NXT in it.
As it's now 5-4.
Bronson has
failed
his
us.
second defeat in a row.
Second defeat in a second show.
Could we be seeing the downturn of Bronson? I mean, maybe we've bigged him up too much. He started to believe his own hype.
Yep, we all were sipping on the Bronson Kool-Aid.
And Sami Zayn keeps
Big win.
NXT in the Supremacy match.
Well, that's massive. Well, I think we're going to conclude things there for part 1 of Battleground. I think we have to join us back here in part 2 for the main event, which is going to be a crucial main event for NXT to stay in it. But if we win, that'll be it. We've won the Supremacy.
Yep. It's a must-win for both teams here.
Yeah. So, in the women we trust.
Here we go.
Join us back for part 2.
Laters.